Hi and welcome to my video. My name is Julia and I'm currently an au pair in Washington DC. I'm almost here for 8 months now, and in today's video I want to talk about my extension. So if you're an au pair, you come to the US for 1 year, but after half of the year the agency will ask you if you want to extend. You can extend for 6, 9 or 12 months, and you can choose to stay with your family or to move to another place and move to a different family. So I thought, I'm just staying here for 1 year. I hope I make it through the first year, but after 6, 7 months, the time went by so quickly. I was like, I love it here. I love my host family. I'm in a relationship. I love everything here. I don't feel like going home. Like, I want to live my best life here, and I really want to settle in. I don't want to rush to see all these places, rush to do all my experience, to take off my bucket list. And another thing, of course, I took in consideration is all the COVID situation. So I couldn't travel as much as I wanted to in my first 8 months until now. So I feel like I still have to do a lot of things. I still want to see a lot of places. And so I was thinking about extending for 9 or 12 months, but then I was like, okay, if you stay here for 9 months, the last 3 months, you can just make 12. So I was like, yeah, let's do the full experience. Let's enjoy it to the fullest. Take another 12 months in the US. Another really hard decision for me was, should I stay with my host family or should I move to a different place? And this was literally the hardest decision I've ever made in my au pair experience so far. I mean, it was pretty hard to decide if you want to become an au pair, but now I'm here. I love it so much and I'm just living it. But staying with the same family or moving to a different place, that is hard. So I was thinking my first impulse was, I want to stay with my family. Everything is good. They treat me really well. I can do what I want. I mean, they say, we trust you, you're an adult, you can do what you decide, we trust your judgment, and in your free time you don't have to ask for permission, or you don't have any rules like curfews or stuff like that. I can use the car. I have a pretty good room. The kids start listening to me. The host family is so nice. Like, the host mom and me, we have the same personality. We get along so well. I tell her everything. Like, I'm talking with her like with my mom. I tell her all my secrets, all my drama, all my problems. We talk so much and I feel pretty confident and comfortable to share. And I also love getting her opinion on things. Sometimes I would just ask, oh, what do you think does that mean? Or he texted me this and this, what do you think? And then we started talking about guys and relationships in general, and I love it. And another thing, I get along really well with my host dad. We had a pretty slow start, I would say. Like, in the first month we didn't talk really much, and I was like afraid he doesn't like me, but I think it's more about being shy and not feeling comfortable in the house. But now it's so funny. Like, we get along with each other pretty good. And also the kids start listening to me more. I know what to do. I know what to say. I know how to make them do what I want them to do. And I love them. They love me. They told me, we really want you to stay here. We would be happy if you stay another year. We love you so much. And I was like, okay, I stay for another year. It's done. I bought them a present. I organized surprise. I was thinking, oh, I will surprise them with some Austrian stuff and tell them I want to stay for another year, and it would be all a big surprise, and everything was so clear. But then somehow, I don't know why, I started thinking. Like, I had a call with cultural care and she was like, yeah, this is just staying in your comfort zone. You do what you feel comfortable with, you know, the routines. Everything is the same. And she told me also to not consider my boyfriend with my decision, which I know I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to stay just for boy. I don't want to stay just for relationship, because you never know what happens. We always can break up, and you don't know what happens after my years in au pair is over, so I don't wanna. I really tried to not think about him. But then she also said, what if you don't think about your family? It's like, yeah, but the family is pretty important. It's a super important aspect in the whole au pair experience. But this call like made me think, what if I should think about moving to a different place? So I know the big dream for au pairs is living in California. So this was my dream, like, what if I moved to California? This would be so cool, living on the beach, living on the West Coast, having good weather all year round. It was like, if you're in Europe, you see the USA, you see America, and you picture Hollywood, beach, palm trees, Los Angeles, San Francisco. You don't really see the East Coast. You always think about the West Coast. So it would be so cool to say I lived in California. And just for this reason, I was thinking, maybe I should move there. Maybe I should dare to have a new experience, to have a new family, to start all over, to start this adventure again, to put it all back and to start all over, to pack my stuff, to fly to a new place, and to have a completely new au pair adventure. I was so clear. I was like, yeah, let's do that. And then I started researching. I watched YouTube videos. I watched so many experiences from other au pairs. I asked everyone. I asked my mom, my dad, my siblings. I asked my boyfriend. I asked my host family, my friends, other au pairs. I asked everyone I know. I asked on Instagram, what should I do? What do you think? And I have to tell you, my decision changed every day. Every freaking day. I was like, I'm gonna stay. Next day, I'm gonna leave. And the last 2 weeks, I have to laugh because it drove me crazy. Like, I could not sleep. I could not think about anything else. I literally started crying when I was in my bed. I was like thinking, okay, now think about how would it be if you moved to a different family? How would it be if you stay here? I literally started crying when I thought of leaving this family. It's like, I never see them again. They will have a different au pair. We will never make this joke again. We will never do this together. I started crying. I was like, I can't leave them. And the next day, my boyfriend annoyed me and was like, I'm leaving. If I stay, I don't want to stay in like a relationship that gives me bad emotions. So I was always switching my opinion. And now I'm telling you the reasons, like, or thoughts I had would be positive or negative about staying or going. So, reasons for staying with my host family in DC. I know the kids, I know the family, I know the routines, I know everything. It's easy for me now. I know what to do, I know what to say, I know how things went, I feel comfortable in the house. I feel like part of the family. They really include me, and I feel like I belong here. Like, I don't feel judged. I don't have to prove myself. I know they like how I'm doing things. They give me freedom to do things. I can make rules for the kids. I can handle them as I want. I have weekends off. I can do what I want on the weekends. They are reliable, they are honest, and we can talk with each other. So all these things made me feel pretty comfortable, confident. And being here for another year also means you get to live the life on the East Coast. You know the streets, you know the car, you know where to drive. You're more confident. It means I can drive more, I can do more because I know how it goes. And I knew if I would stay here, there's definitely no rematch because I love the family, so I wouldn't have any problems. In the last 8 months, we really didn't have any problems with each other. Like, it was almost perfect. And I know they would support me with everything I do. I would be afraid to lose that support system. And she also gives me so much advice. If I say I want to travel there, she sends me links and what can I do, and she has planned everything out, and I love that. It's like me. I'm an organized, cleaning, planning person, and she's the same, and I love that. I feel so welcomed here. So what fears did I have? Like, this were the positive points. Also, of course, I have a relationship here, and I know people, and yes, and I started dancing. So my fears would be, it would be boring. Like, I have 8 months now, seeing the same streets, the same playgrounds, the same parks. I know everything by now. What if it gets really boring? What if the routines get boring? And what if I break up with my boyfriend? I still live here. Like, wouldn't it be really awkward? So everything remains kind of the same, and was afraid to. Was afraid of getting annoyed or getting bored by it. So I started thinking, why do you want to move to California? What's the positive point about that? The positive things will be new adventure, new things to do, new places to see. Like, everything's new, and new means exciting. And it's always like a dream of everyone to live in California. So I was like, I really want to have the beach, I really want to live there, and it would be so cool to have good weather, to have summer all year round. But it would be a new family, new kids, new rules. It would take a few months to get settled in, to feel comfortable again. It would take a few months, the kids listen to me. It would take a time to feel like being part of the family, and there would be the big risk of rematch, of not getting along with the family, of compare this family to my old family. And so, like, a lot of risks and fears, a lot of unknowns, and so I was like pretty unsure what to do. The only reason that really got me thinking was the new adventure in California in general. I was like, yeah, what should I do? I watched so many like experiences from other pairs, and a lot of pairs had really bad experience with moving to different family when they loved the first one. They had to rent in rematch, they compared, they had to go home, the family was not really nice to them, and so I was like, but of course there are also really nice families out there, and you can find two perfect families for you. But as I was, when I was thinking of that, I was a little bit jealous of a new au pair being in my room, being with my kids, and with my host family. But I know, then I was like, yeah, but staying 2 years here, it's like, I know I have to say goodbye anyways. If I say now or in 1 year, it's like making it worse. So the next thing I did, I made a travel list. Where could I travel? And I found out, I mean, the East Coast, it always sounded boring for me, thinking about the East Coast. But actually there are a lot of states and a lot of cities you can travel to. Like, all the East Coast, so many different states, so many different cultures. And if it would be on the West Coast, it's basically California. There are a lot of cool places to travel. I know. I really want to go there. I die to go there. But then I was like, where do I want to go in my 12 months? And my boyfriend actually said something pretty good. Like, he said, yeah, but you could live in California in your 12 months. You wouldn't have to work, you wouldn't have the kids, so you could actually spend your whole day to explore the area and to get to see everything you want to see. So if you would live there, you would just have weekends to go there and see these places. And you still have kids. I mean, having kids here and there, it's almost the same. Work is still exhausting, it's still annoying, kids are always hard to handle. So I was like, yeah, he's right. I could really use my 12 months to explore California for 4 weeks without having to work. Of course, it's expensive and you need money, but I'm pretty good at saving. So I'm pretty sure if I want to do that, I can do that. At the end, I want to say, like, I had so many positive points for my family, so many good reasons to stay here. The only thing that got me thinking, what if it gets boring? And I don't want to stay in my comfort zone, because one person said, oh, you're just staying in your comfort zone, you're just being, and I don't like when people say that about me. So the other side for California was like this new thing, this new adventure, being adventurous, being that risky person, living in California. I wanted to say, oh, I'm cool, I'm a cool person, I lived in California. But moving just for that reason, it's not what I feel. I already lost 4 months of stay at home, and so it would be different next year anyways. I mean, COVID, it was terrible. Like coming here and stay at home right away. So I would have a new experience. And I just don't see the risk of moving to a new family, the risk of being sad, the risk of getting into a bad one, the risk of comparing and not being able to go back, to regret saying goodbye to my host family, to regret breaking up with my boyfriend, to regret living this life behind me where I am happy. I started thinking that, well, the host family is a really big part of the au pair program. That's why you are an au pair, because you live in a host family. If the host family is not good, everything else is not good. So I was like, why should you move to a different place if you love the people that are here? Why would you leave your loved people behind? You will never have the chance again to live with them. And you can also, I know you can always visit them, but it's different. So I started thinking like, why do people in general always want to leave the good things behind when they're obviously happy right now? Why would you go somewhere else when you're happy right here? Why can't you just be grateful what you have and embrace living it? Why can't you be just thankful and stay and just enjoy this time even more without this fear of missing out? I basically think it's just Instagram and seeing all these travel pictures that made me thinking like, I have to keep up. All these au pairs are traveling so much, they're seeing so much places. I'm still here stuck in boring to see. Oh my gosh, I have to move to a different family. I have to do all these things. So this got me so stressed out because I'm afraid like this is my last chance. I can never ever be an au pair again. It's my last chance of being an au pair, living in America. Maybe I can never ever live in America again. So I had the feeling I have to make the best out of it. And as you can hear my talking, moving to a different family, moving to California was just pressured from the outside. My first decision was already clear. Why can't I just stay with the first thing I said? So all these people, all these opinions, all these other things got me so confused. And it was just yesterday, or basically today, where I decided I just want to stay. Why leaving when you're happy here? Why leaving when everything's good here? Why leaving and risk it? Why? I don't want to risk it and go back to Austria. I don't want to risk it and go back and rematch. I don't say I just stay because of fear. I stay because I love my host family. I stay because I love my life here. I stay because I'm happy here. And I stay because I'm excited to have a full year with them again. That means experiencing everything again, going on travel with them again, like being part of the family and actually feeling like part of the family. So I'm gonna stay and I'm happy about it. But this decision stressed me so much. So for all the au pairs who think about extension, I know it's stressful. I hope my video could help you because I watched so much videos and they helped me a lot. So I hope you could get some help out of it, some inspiration. And I'm about to make a surprise and give the presents to my host family and I'm so excited. I know they will be super happy. So if you want to know which presents I have, I just printed out some pictures and I bought this for my host mom. It says best bonus mom ever. And then my host dad loves cooking, so I bought him like a super cool Austrian cookbook, which I'm so excited because I want to have some Austrian food. And I bought Austria travel guide. I want to say like, oh, I'm staying here, but you have to visit me when I'm gone. And then I also bought like German learning stuff for the kids and a book about Mozart. I don't know. I just saw this Austrian books like, yeah, if I'm gonna stay here, I give them some Austrian stuff. And I want to write like a thank you card. And yeah, I'm happy here. Why would I leave? Why would I ever question that? So, thanks for watching. And if you want to know more about me and my au pair adventure, just follow me on Instagram. And yeah, there's like nothing else to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.